Well, I was just doing my Hillary Trump.
Trump. Okay,
Yeah.
you do Trump. I'll do Hillary.
Okay. That's for later in the show. Hey, welcome to the Friday Rap. It's Peet and Reet. Guess what?
Oh, what?
We moved out of Studio J. We're now in Studio J1.
Don't you love it?
And
It's amazing.
And Minnie Us likes it too.
Minnie Reet. It's awesome. We're happy. Oh, and as you can tell, we're silly too.
Yeah, fall is upon us. It's kind of rainy and kind of a
little chilly
Friday. But hey, the weekend is supposed to be chilly and wet.
Oh, thanks for the positive note.
In Niagara. You know what? It's summer where we're going to after we take a little break here. We're going down under to Australia.
Can't wait.
Yeah, to talk to somebody who's got a great idea she's come up with, which is going to help make the whole world a lot more positive. When we come back on the Peet and Reet Show. It's not working. The Trump Hillary thing's not working. You are back with Peet and Reet. I don't know how they do it. We're going to have to practice some more. You know what? Here we are on a Friday in Niagara Falls, Canada. And Marie Ireland, who we're going to be talking to shortly, has a great idea that she's just going to give out to the world.
We think it's
Give it out there,
fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. But we're trying to hook up what time it was and where it was. And so it's
7, I think.
Is it,
something like that.
No, what is it here? It's 4. What time do we have here, John? What time do we have?
6 or 5:14, 15.
5:14. So it's 7:15 down in Australia. Hello, Marie. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thanks.
How is the weather in Australia?
Well, I'm not outside yet because it's still in the morning, but it's getting hot, starting to get hot.
So summer is coming down there, right?
Pardon?
Summer is coming?
Definitely.
Nice.
Definitely. And I haven't actually been in Australia through December, January, and apparently it gets really hot, so I'm not looking forward to that.
Okay, so in March, you actually are not originally from Australia. You moved there in March. Where are you from originally?
New Zealand.
So it would be cold there over that time, right?
Oh, definitely. And summer in New Zealand is just, definitely not as hot as Australia. So I'm wondering if I should run away for 2 months.
We say that too over the winter time. We want to run away too.
Now, you're in Brisbane, which is in what part of Australia?
I'm in Brisbane.
Yeah, whereabouts is that? What side, what part of Australia?
That's the south. That's in Queensland. Yeah.
Nice. So we're all pumped when we heard about what you got going. Why don't you tell everybody out there what you've got going, what a great idea, and it's going to change the world.
Well, it's a movement of giving and gratitude, pretty much the whole principle around it is around the universal laws. And now you've obviously heard of what you reap, what you sow.
Of course.
So this is about what you give out, you get back. But the whole point to this is it's starting a movement by people learning about unconditional giving. So by doing the highest form of giving, you give out unconditionally. And that way, the only way to do that, so you know that you're giving with no conditions at all, is to give anonymously. So if you send out a secret give, like say a money voucher, if it's just a $20 voucher or, whatever you choose, you put on there, and you send it out to somebody that you don't know, or you might put it on somebody's car or something, or you might come across somebody in a shop that's really helped you, or you just go, I want to send a secret gift to them. But what this is doing is impacting. You're sending out with the intention of impacting their life. So you're doing it from a really good place. You're not doing it from what I'm going to get back for it. What's the universe going to give me back for it? It's really just you're giving unconditionally, and as I say, if I was to give a secret give out, I'd bless that gift and hope that it's going to impact that person's life. Of course, they're going to, when they receive it, they're going to be very curious who's given them a $20 voucher, go to the website and learn all about it and learn about their life and how the energy they give out and how they treat people. It's just so powerful. And then they're going to go, oh my God, I'm going to do this. Or, they'll just go, oh, how am I living my life? And, how am I treating people? You can even give it to people that are, you think that need to treat people better. You can decide that I think they need to have a secret gift. And most people wouldn't want to give to somebody like that because you think that they don't deserve it. But I don't see it like that because you're giving unconditionally, and that can actually help them, learn something more about, how they live their life.
Well, we give unconditionally to our kids all the time. I tell my sons that all the time.
Whether we want to or not.
Yeah, it doesn't take anything away about people that give unconditionally. All it is practicing a higher form of giving that is, it's just really, and it's creating a ripple effect through humanity and impacting other lives. So you're giving it for other people, yeah.
Now, Marie, I think probably and this is the key to this, right? You have to give without expecting something back. And I think that's really hard for people to do. I know sometimes you think, hey, if I do this, I'm going to get this, right? So the key to this is you're not expecting anything. All you're doing is sending out positive energy. And if that's all it ever is, that's what it is, right?
Yes.
It's kind of exciting too. It's like putting a message in a bottle and then, 20 years later you find out somebody was excited about it, but I love the concept. I love the idea of just giving back and not expecting something because, in this day and age, everybody does expect something back.
Yeah, but it's really about people, the receiver, learning how to be grateful in their life. So the gratitude's a huge part of it for the receiver, and this is what changes people's life, is that gratitude for everything. And when you get a anonymous gift in the mail, you cannot help but feel grateful. So that's going to happen. You feel grateful, and then you're going to start looking at what can I be grateful in my life, and that's life changing, and that's the power of it. So the giver is just a small part. The gratitude is a big part to change people's lives. If you want to change someone's life single-handedly, there's another one way to do it, and you create a ripple effect through that person. And if you're doing it often with different people, the ripple effect can be huge just from you alone.
It's
absolutely
so exciting.
Yeah, it's called The Secret Give. Now, how do you get more information? What's the website they have to go to?
Thesecretgive.com.
Secretgive.com. Simple as that.
You know what? I love the idea, I love the concept, and I hope everybody starts doing this because it'd be great to see it go wild all over the world.
At Peet Reet, we're always about giving, doing
Absolutely.
charity, walking up. Somebody needs something, give it to them, right?
Exactly. And, well, we're going to come back. Thank you so much, Marie, for being here, but we're going to come back and talk, about something else.
Oh, before that, we should probably ask Marie. Have you guys been watching the U.S. election down there?
Well, yes, I don't watch much news because it's very dramatic, but what I do see up on Facebook, it's pretty intense.
So
Sure.
Is there any feel in Australia about who could win? Is it Trump? Is it Hillary?
I would say Trump.
Oh, not surprising, actually. Not surprising. Listen, have a great summer down there. We hope to talk to you real soon. It was such a pleasure for us to talk to you today, Marie.
Thank you, and you too.
Well, coming up next, we talk the U.S. debate.
This could get us in a lot of trouble.
I think so. See you next on the Peet Reet Show.
It's Peet Reet here, and oh my gosh, we're going to talk debate. You watched it, I'm sure.
That's why we have our special earpieces.
Of course, in case
That's so we can actually.
In case we get the call the last second
hang on a
that
minute.
Trump wants to talk to us.
What was that? More smut on Hillary. All right.
Okay, get serious.
The debate on Wednesday night. I mean, holy smokes, folks! Really? I sat there and I watched Hillary, and I said, "Who taught her how to smile?" Now I don't even want to smile when I'm on camera. Okay, I just want to be like this, because everything that was said, and when it was nasty, when Trump was being nasty, and when they were on her, and they could have buried her, she just went, well, thank you very much, Chris.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And this is what we're going to do.
She is so slick.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like about her. That's what's really irritating me, is that she's too slick, that I don't think she's telling us the truth. I think she's nothing but a liar. And I think, unfortunately, the American public may go for her because she is smooth and she knows, and she's been coached. She's been there for 30 years. She knows.
Yeah. And you know, the worst part of it is that, you know, when I'm talking to people or making statements on the internet, and believe me, I'm not a big fan of either of them, okay? Mm-hmm. We have to understand that here in Canada, we're going to be hugely affected by what goes on down in the States. And if you're looking at somebody who has the ability to take business and change it around, and government is business, okay? It's about money. When you're talking about a guy and say, can you handle the economy? He handles billions of dollars in his businesses. They're successful. All you got to do is add a couple more zeros and you're handling a country.
And I love her saying that, you know, well, you didn't pay taxes and you haven't divulged that. Well, you made those laws. He doesn't have to pay taxes.
Let's get it straight. He didn't avoid paying taxes. He legally had write-offs through his company. He
followed the law.
And it was a lot of money, we understand. But guess what? Did she mention that she wrote off $985,000 the same way? And you know, the other thing too is, we're kind of getting off topic from the debate, but you have all these stars now who are coming on and making statements. And I'm just wondering, I sit there because I'm always a guy that likes to look on both sides. Is there a benefit to them by having her in there? Are they going to make sure that their taxes don't go up? And you were talking about it today before we came on camera. We were talking about the $250,000 is what
she said $250,000 to $25,000. You won't pay taxes because, you know, you're middle class and you deserve a break. And I'm thinking $250,000. Hello, want to pick me for that? Okay, I'll be tax free. You've got to be kidding me.
That number baffled me. And those people who are making that kind of money definitely have other write-offs. So it's not just $250,000. So as we went through the debate, in your opinion, who won?
Well, I like Trump. I did. I think, like I said, she's too slick for me. And she's got that smile that you know is a lying smile. And I think he's laying it on the line. And he's telling people, yes, I am a businessman. Yes, I know how to bring jobs into this country because I know what business people want. I know what they do for a living. I know how to bring jobs back here.
Yeah.
Hillary clearly does not, because in their administration there have been none.
And I'm surprised they didn't bring up
Japan had to let go of the debt for the states. Like all these places have to. China. I mean, it's insane. And all of a sudden they're doing well? Come on, they're not doing well.
The country's in trouble. The GDP
is the lowest ever.
Yeah, and it was at minus in some points. You've had 30 years. Your husband, you. It has not been taken care of, okay? You're not doing the job, and somebody has to get in there. And this is not because, I'm not dismissing what Trump has said, what he said 11 years ago. I mean, it's disgusting. But again, I'm also going to qualify and say, guys in dressing rooms, guys together, talk some pretty nasty stuff. And I'm going to tell you, I've heard some even nastier stuff in dressing rooms of even young guys.
Well, guys in dressing rooms, too, when women first started going in dressing rooms, would be naked in dressing rooms because that's what guys do in dressing rooms, right? So if you're going to go into a men's genre, then you expect that. Or, you know what? Yeah, tell everybody this is not acceptable. But that happened.
Yeah. And you know what? Women are talking bad stuff too. So let's get past all that stuff. He has said straight to the camera, he said everything that he doesn't even know these women that have accused him. And remember, it's accusations. And I see it on the internet over and over again. They're saying he's a rapist, he's a groper, he's this, he's that. None of it is proven.
Why did they do nothing before? Yeah. Why now? Why now when he's becoming possibly president? Did they not come forward when it actually happened?
Yeah. And then it's been proven. She was subpoenaed to supply 33,000 some odd emails, which she say were personal. Who has 33,000 emails? Okay. And it means I watched some of the questioning she had when she was being questioned, and she sat there, and she's not telling the truth. She was caught. And, there's a general right now who's done probably 10 times less than what and he is going to jail probably.
Prison. Yeah.
So let's get past that. Let's say, okay, well, that's washed. She got away. The FBI looked at it and everything is good. How about the emails that came out and the videos that came out where they were going to Trump campaigns, and let's just go to the Chicago one where there was
Yeah,
riots and they had to
sad.
stop it.
Yeah.
Guess what? They've proven that her people were there, and she knew about it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's criminal too.
Exactly.
So-
and one other thing I wanted to mention was when he says about building a wall, it's not a wall like the Great Wall of China or anything like that. It's a wall of security, of border security to make sure ISIS and people like that cannot get in for your safety.
It's a metaphor. And of course,
Exactly.
they've shown video lately where she said she was talking about the wall, and then she said, well, I'm thinking about building a wall too. Did you hear that? Did anybody happen to catch that?
Yeah.
You know, and we were talking about the Clinton Foundation. When they had a chance to really take it to her, she just kept talking, and neither of them got a
Got a
chance to
point.
speak.
Yeah.
Chris Wallace? Great job.
Yep.
Hard time controlling those two. But I mean, that was a fair debate. The other ones were not fair. They were left wing. Both were asked really tough questions, and I appreciate that because that's
Yeah,
the
I
way
do.
it should be. The other two, and then when you look at the coverage after, I watched Fox 2, which was on a satellite system, and it was actually fairly done. They had one Republican, one Democrat, they had an in-between, they had an expert, and they had two guys that were just talking locally, and they were really fair about what had gone on there. Then there was CNN, which was
Had like 20 people in the room,
come on,
and they were so undecided. 9 people were this, 10 people were that. A couple undecided. I think it's going to go right down to the wire because people, I really truly believe, are confused.
Yeah, and I'm really sorry that the media really can't just report the facts. And once something's over, let's get on to the next thing. Let's get out there and because this is a really serious election. We are broadcasters. We were brought up broadcasters. I was a news guy. Give them the truth so they can make an honest, fair decision. So we get something done here because I think it's pretty serious.
Don't be political on your side or another.
Yeah. Now, if you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, we just released Amanda Burse, who was Marcy on Married with Children. Great interview.
Yes.
Love it. And Norm from Cheers.
Yes.
George Wendt.
And-
We're just finished editing that today. That's going up next week. Eat with Peet Reet is something that's going to come out next week, if not this weekend, with Lorenzo Lucetta from Canadiana Go-Go.
Delicious.
Oh, when you see that, I mean, if you think our mouths were watering, I tell you, it was
Watering right now thinking about it.
It was crazy. So
But definitely subscribe, and we can bring you shows. Doesn't cost you anything. You just go on, click a button.
did you want to say thank you to a few of we got some people that are constantly on and
Oh, yes,
liking
of
and
course.
sharing and saying things
Danelle, we want to thank her for all her support.
From the States.
From the States. Margaret.
from the UK.
Exactly. And Margaret also from Japan. We
Yeah,
wanna
we're
thank
not saying
her
your
as
last
well.
names because we don't want to get
Yeah,
have
that's
people tracking and
privacy
stuff,
thing.
so. Listen, wherever you are in the world, please have an amazing, amazing weekend, and we'll see you next Friday on the Friday Wrap with Pete and Reed. So did we wrap it up? Did we